When we think about public relations, we always think about writers. You want to make journalists, bloggers, and media professionals your friends. How do you do that? Easy. Same as you would make friends with people that you've just met. You're going to provide feedback to them that, hey, I like your necklace. Where'd you get it? Well, you're not going to tell me you like my necklace, but you're going to tell me you like my article. Take the 30 seconds or 5 minutes and Google the people that you want to write about your organization, because the information is on the internet. You can find it. Find out things that they've written about before. Also, if somebody sends me something that has my name misspelled or is addressed to Dear Mr. Sloane, because Sandy can be a man's name or a woman's name, it shows me that they did not take the time to do their homework. And I don't want to deal with them. Flattery plus food, we talked about flattery, is a recipe for success. You can post their work on your websites, tag them. They are available. If they're in the public, they're available. I get notifications every time somebody does something with my articles, and I'm going back many, many years. When people put them up there, I find out and I say, hey, who is that? And I'll link in with them. I am flattered and happy. On the other hand, if they don't give me credit, I am really not happy. When we went to the radio stations and talked to them, and when we went to the TV stations, I brought food. I brought donuts. It made them feel really, really good. They didn't eat them. They put them out for the other people, but they remembered me. So I was hollering this way, and that's not just because I'm a Jewish mother. Anybody can bring food. Here are some thought starters. Be creative with a new angle. Find a new use for an existing product or tie into a current trend or hot topic. I got to tell you, I think the people who market vinegar are brilliant. How many of us knew that vinegar had 101 uses? It really does, and I've tried probably 50 of them. But it's good for cleaning, and it's good for your body, and it's good for washing your hair. I didn't know that, but they sell a lot more vinegar that way. The same with duct tape. I just recently read that there is a contest for making a prom dress out of duct tape. The two most boring products you can think of, vinegar and duct tape, but they have gotten so much press because their PR people are on the ball sharing information, and they're hollering about these products. Using themed topics is always a great thing. Journalists are already talking about a lot of these things. I have a logo here of the Olympics right now. You can do an Olympics at your company. Will the press cover it? Maybe. But you're going to get the bang because the PR and the awareness about your company is going to be pervasive. Even if it's only within your company, it's going to make everybody feel good. So people in your own company can evangelize for your company and say, hey, I really like working here. We just did an Olympics. It was so fun. Seasonal is always a great topic. Every year, journalists write about what they call the evergreen topics. Every single February to April, there is an article about engagement rings, about color, carat, cut, and clarity. Every single year in every single magazine and newspaper, because they know people are getting engaged. Some of the articles are recycled, but you can rest assured that there will always be an article about that. So New Year's resolutions, think about how you can tie your company into New Year's resolutions. Tax time, we just had this big tax change. If you are a company that does taxes, you can send a release about, hey, look to our company, and we can give you information. We can give expert information for your readers, your audience, your viewers, your listeners. And anything in the news. We all remember the Ice Bucket Challenge a couple of years ago. That put ALS on the map. ALS has been a terrible disease for many, many years, way before people were throwing ice in their own heads. Nobody knew about it. If you knew about it, you knew it as Lou Gehrig's disease. You guys are all too young to even know who Lou Gehrig is, but he was a Yankees player who had ALS. And that was the first kick for ALS. That's how they got some notoriety, because Lou Gehrig's name was associated with the disease. But the Ice Bucket Challenge, you've all heard of ALS now, and you didn't before. A lot of you didn't hear of ALS before the Ice Bucket Challenge. So if it's timely and topical, you're going to get press. Thanks to BuzzFeed, we no longer do top 10 lists. We do 6, we do 12, we do 9, we do 7. That makes it more interesting, and as I said, we're going to get to this in a second, memorable. Everybody can do 10, but it's white noise. We're so used to the top 10. We're used to things in 10s, 20s. We're not used to 11 steps. So you notice it. So you can also say, hey, we have a tax specialist in our office who can give 6 steps to making sure that the IRS doesn't get more of your paycheck than you want it to. Make it memorable. Be different. Again, charitable tie-ins, we talked about that a little before. Kids and critters. Children and animals are always wonderful. Press is pretty easy for you versus other entities, okay? Use it. Use it to your advantage. And if you don't have kids or critters, but you have a store and you have a store location, have an adoption day at your store, and you'll get press about it. Somebody's going to write about it, even if you're not a pet store, because you're a good guy or a good gal offering your location to help animals. Have competitions. We did, when I was working at a radio station in New York City, we did the world's sexiest man. Trust me, it was not our DJ Broadway Bill Lee, but we voted him, but there was no competition. We sort of made it up. And we made him the world's sexiest, not man, but the world's sexiest DJ. We got a lot of press. The world's sexiest DJ is Broadway Bill Lee. He definitely had a face for radio, folks. But he was a really, really good guy, and we wanted to get information out about him. If you're going to do something where you want TV to come, you want photographers to come, use the ATV method. Always think visually. I had done something, I was called in last year or the year before for a charity to help them. They had a Wizard of Oz themed event. I was called in at the last second, and I mean the last second, about a week before, to try to help them get press. And I'm good, but I'm not a miracle worker because there was hardly any time. So I said, okay, well, it's a Wizard of Oz theme. Where can they see the people in costumes? What costumes? I said, it's a Wizard of Oz theme. Do you have a yellow brick road? No. So what do you do? Well, we called it Wizard of Oz. I said, I can't get TV there. They're going to just be filming people walking in regular outfits with no costumes. There was no visual component. The event did okay, but they did not get the kind of press that they should have gotten because the TV said, what am I going to film? So think about that. And again, in your strategy,